Welcome to Chief of Party to Chief of Party, success in your first 90 days. As you navigate the USAID landscape for the first time or seek to sharpen your skills, we're here to provide the guidance you need to address the unique challenges of this role. Host Donna Vincent Roa, an experienced Chief of Party, will inform and inspire your journey.
Congratulations on embarking on this pivotal journey as Chief of Party, steering the helm of a USAID-funded initiative. I'm Dr. Donna Vincent Roa, and your role as Chief of Party is nothing short of critical. As you reach this 90-day milestone, it's time to reflect on the lessons learned and chart the path forward. Imagine stepping into a garden you've just begun to cultivate. Each decision you make influences whether it flourishes or flounders. In these early days, you've sown the seeds of innovation, sown the seeds of strategy and leadership. But what has sprouted from these seeds? What has thrived? And what requires a more nurturing hand? Reflection here is actually your ally. It's not about second-guessing yourself. No, it's about embracing a growth mindset. What lessons have these first days taught you? How have they shaped the leader you're becoming? What strategies have propelled your project forward? And where have you been a catalyst for change? And how can you amplify those successes that you've made? I've come to learn that innovation is the oxygen that keeps our projects vibrant and vital. Think back to a challenge you encountered. How did you turn that challenge into an opportunity for innovation? Well, maybe you harnessed local knowledge in a way that was previously overlooked, or you unlocked potential that was hiding in plain sight by coming up with an innovative solution. Within our project, we need to reflect on our wins, no matter what the size. These are the kind of milestones that mark our achievement journey. Think about how you've led your team. It's one thing to set goals, but it's quite another to galvanize a team toward those goals. Have you identified the unique strengths within your team? Have you leveraged these to fortify your project's foundation? Through this journey, consider the wisdom you've gathered from the communities that you serve. How has this informed your approach? It's really essential to balance the scales of knowledge, combining global best practices with local insights to achieve our project excellence. We also need to consider forward planning. With the hindsight of these first 90 days in your project, how are you going to refine your strategy? How are you going to think about the objectives that lie ahead? How will you align your team or your partners? What does the path forward look like for your project? How are you going to ensure that the groundwork laid in these first 90 days is built upon rather than washed away? As you envision the future, remember the importance of adaptability. Are you prepared to evolve with the changing USAID landscape? How will you maintain the ability to navigate the unforeseen twists and turns on this path forward? How will you continue to inspire your team? Now, leadership is not just a static quality, but it's a dynamic force that we have that must be cultivated continuously. Your enthusiasm, your vision, your commitment, all of these contribute to an element that guides your team through this fog of forward uncertainty. And what of the community that looks to your project with hope? How are you going to ensure that their voices are not just heard, but heeded? This is the essence of sustainable success, a legacy that doesn't just survive, but thrives, where it's woven into the fabric of the lives and the livelihoods of the communities we serve. As you plan for the days ahead, I challenge you to think about the milestones you'll set, not just the tangible outcomes, but the transformative impacts. How will you measure the immeasurable? The capacity built, the empowerment fostered, or the resilience fortified? In closing today's episode, Remember that your first 90 days are just the opening chapter of an epic narrative of change, written one day at a time. So please take pride in the strides that you've made, learn from your stumbles, and march forward with renewed vigor and vision. As we part ways today, reflect on this. The past 90 days have laid the groundwork for your legacy. How will you build on that legacy? How will you ensure that the seeds you've planted grow into a forest of opportunity for those you serve? In this complex and beautiful world of international development and humanitarian assistance, you're not just building projects, you're building influence and a legacy. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me. I feel honored to have had the opportunity to share with you my insights and experiences. Do connect with me on LinkedIn and let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your new role is going. I'd love to hear from you. Until we connect again, keep leading with heart, innovating with purpose, and cultivating the spirit of possibility that makes this work on a USAID-funded project so profoundly rewarding. Thanks for listening. I'm Dr. Donna Vincent Roa, signing off for our 90-episode success series. Have a great year and a great project.
Thank you for tuning in to Chief of Party to Chief of Party, Success in Your First 90 Days, your go-to source for insightful, actionable guidance that can shape the success of your project. Let's continue to drive change and create impact, one USAID-funded project at a time.